Breakfast is supposed to help you start the day with steady energy. But after 50, some breakfast foods that look healthy on the outside may work very differently inside your body. You may eat them because they say things like natural, whole grain, low fat, or heart healthy. But a few hours later, you may feel tired, hungry again, foggy, or suddenly craving something sweet. And in many cases, the problem is not breakfast itself. The problem is balance. When breakfast is mostly fast-digesting carbohydrates with very little protein, fiber, or healthy fat, your body can turn that meal into glucose quickly. Glucose is the sugar your body uses for energy, but when too much enters the bloodstream too fast, your blood sugar may rise quickly, then drop later. That drop can leave you feeling drained, shaky, or looking for another snack before lunch. This does not mean carbohydrates are bad, and it does not mean you need to fear fruit, oats, bread, or yogurt. It simply means that after 50, your body may do better when breakfast is built a little smarter. This is especially important if you are watching your weight, managing belly fat, dealing with low energy, or if your doctor has mentioned prediabetes, diabetes, or blood sugar concerns. And of course, if you have diabetes or take medication, always follow your clinician's advice before making big changes to your diet. So today, let's look at 7 healthy breakfast foods that may spike blood sugar after 50, and more importantly, how to fix them. The first one is fruit juice. Fruit juice sounds healthy because it comes from fruit. A glass of orange juice, apple juice, or mixed fruit juice feels light, fresh, and natural. Many people grew up thinking juice was a perfect breakfast drink. But here is the issue. Whole fruit and fruit juice are not the same inside your body. When you eat a whole orange, apple, or berries, you get fiber, water, and chewing time. That fiber helps slow down how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream. It also helps you feel fuller. But when fruit becomes juice, much of that natural fiber is removed. Now the sugar from the fruit is in liquid form, and liquid sugar can be absorbed faster. That means a glass of juice may raise blood sugar more quickly than many people expect, especially if it is taken alone with toast, cereal, or another high-carb breakfast. The fix is simple. Choose whole fruit most of the time. Instead of orange juice, eat an orange. Instead of apple juice, eat an apple with a few nuts or a boiled egg. If you really enjoy juice, keep the portion small and pair it with protein, such as eggs, plain Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a handful of nuts. You do not have to remove fruit from breakfast. Just choose the version that gives your body more fiber and more balance. The next food is interesting because many people eat it for heart health, digestion, and weight control. Oatmeal. Now, oats themselves can be a very good breakfast. The problem is not oatmeal. The problem is the kind of oatmeal many people choose. Flavored instant oatmeal packets may look healthy, but many of them contain added sugar and very finely processed oats. These tiny flakes cook fast, but they can also digest faster. So instead of giving you steady energy, some flavored instant oats may raise blood sugar quickly, especially if you eat them alone. A better choice is plain old-fashioned oats or steel-cut oats. Then build the bowl yourself. Add cinnamon, berries, chia seeds, ground flaxseed, walnuts, or a spoon of plain Greek yogurt. This turns oatmeal from a quick carb bowl into a more balanced breakfast. And that brings us to the third healthy breakfast food that can be tricky after 50. Granola. Granola has a health halo around it. It often contains oats, nuts, seeds, dried fruit, and sometimes words like natural, organic, or high energy on the package. But many people do not realize how concentrated granola can be. A small amount may be fine, but when you pour a large bowl of granola the same way you would pour cereal, the carbs, sugar, and calories can add up very quickly. Many granolas are sweetened with honey, maple syrup, brown sugar, cane sugar, or other syrups. And even though some of those ingredients sound natural, your body still has to process them as sugar. This matters after 50 because blood sugar balance is not only about avoiding candy or soda, it is also about the total load of the meal. A food can look healthy and still raise blood sugar if the portion is large and the meal is missing enough protein and fiber. The fix is not to throw granola away, just stop treating it like the main meal. Use granola as a topping instead. Sprinkle a small amount over plain Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. Add berries for fiber. Add a few nuts or seeds if needed. This gives you the crunch and flavor without turning breakfast into a large bowl of fast energy. The next food is one many people choose because they believe it supports digestion, bones, and weight control. Yogurt. Yogurt can absolutely be part of a healthy breakfast. It can provide protein, calcium, and helpful nutrients. But flavored low-fat yogurt can be a different story. Many flavored yogurts contain added sugar. Some low-fat versions are less filling, and when fat is removed, sweetness is often added to improve the taste. So the label may say low-fat, light, or fruit-flavored, but the cup may still contain enough sugar to raise blood sugar faster than expected, especially if you eat it by itself or pair it with granola and juice. This is why the type of yogurt matters. Plain Greek yogurt is usually a better choice because it tends to be higher in protein and lower in added sugar. Protein helps slow digestion and helps you feel full longer. If plain yogurt tastes too sharp, add your own flavor. Try berries, cinnamon, chopped walnuts, chia seeds, or a small amount of fruit. That way, you control the sweetness instead of letting the package control it for you. And remember, this is not about perfection. If you enjoy flavored yogurt sometimes, that is okay. The goal is to make your regular daily breakfast more balanced. Now let's talk about one of the most familiar breakfast foods in America. Boxed breakfast cereal. Cereal is quick. It is easy. Many people have eaten it for decades. And some cereals look healthy because the box mentions whole grains, vitamins, fiber, or heart health. But here is the problem. Many cereals are made from grains that are processed into light, crunchy flakes or shapes. That makes them easy to chew and easy to digest. If the cereal is low in fiber, low in protein, or high in added sugar, it may raise blood sugar quickly and leave you hungry again before lunch. And the portion matters too. What looks like one bowl may actually be 2 or 3 servings. A smarter approach is to check the label. Look for higher fiber, lower added sugar, and whole grains. Keep the portion realistic. And if you eat cereal, try not to make it the whole meal. Pair it with protein like eggs, Greek yogurt, or a small handful of nuts. That simple pairing can make the same breakfast feel steadier and more satisfying. The 6th breakfast food is whole wheat bagels or toast with jam. Now, whole wheat can be a better choice than white bread. It usually has more fiber and nutrients. But this is where many people get caught. They see the words whole wheat or whole grain and assume the portion no longer matters, but it still does. A large bagel can contain a lot more carbohydrate than people realize. And when you add jam, honey, or sweet spreads on top, that breakfast can become mostly carbs and sugar, with very little protein to slow things down. After 50, this can matter because you may notice that a breakfast like this gives quick energy, but it does not always last. You may feel hungry again, sleepy, or tempted to snack before lunch. The fix is to keep the bread but build around it. Instead of a large bagel, try 1 slice of whole grain toast. Add protein and healthy fat. You could have eggs with it, avocado, cottage cheese, smoked salmon, or a thin layer of natural nut butter. If you love something sweet, try berries instead of a thick layer of jam. This turns toast from a quick sugar breakfast into a more complete meal. And now we come to the 7th food, one that looks fresh, colorful, and very healthy. fruit-only smoothies, and smoothie bowls. Smoothies can be great when they are built well, but many smoothies are basically several servings of fruit blended into a drink. Some also include fruit juice, banana, honey, dried fruit, sweetened yogurt, and granola on top. That may look beautiful in a bowl, but for blood sugar, it can be a lot at once. The issue is not fruit itself. The issue is that blending makes it easy to drink or eat more fruit than you would normally chew. You might not sit down and eat 2 bananas, a cup of mango, a glass of juice, and a handful of granola. But in smoothie form, it can happen quickly. A better smoothie after 50 should have balance. Start with an unsweetened liquid, like water, unsweetened almond milk, or plain milk if it works for you. Add protein, such as plain Greek yogurt or a protein powder your clinician approves. Use berries instead of too much tropical fruit. Add chia seeds, flaxseed, or leafy greens for fiber. This gives you a smoothie that supports energy instead of sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster. So let's bring it all together. Fruit juice, flavored instant oatmeal, granola, flavored low-fat yogurt, boxed cereal, whole wheat bagels with jam, and fruit-only smoothies are not evil foods. They are not forbidden, and you do not need to feel guilty if you eat them. The real lesson is this. After 50, breakfast works better when it has balance. That means protein, fiber, healthy fat, and a smart portion of carbohydrates. A better breakfast does not have to be complicated. It can be eggs with whole grain toast, plain Greek yogurt with berries and nuts, oatmeal with seeds and protein, or a balanced smoothie that is not just fruit and juice. The goal is not to eat perfectly every morning. The goal is to make small choices that help your body feel steady, energized, and supported throughout the day. Now I'd like to hear from you. What do you usually eat for breakfast after 50? Oatmeal, eggs, yogurt, cereal, toast, or something else? And do you ever feel tired or hungry again a few hours later? Share your answer in the comments below.